GPT-Red is not a public chatbot, a new API, or a model you can download. It is an internal OpenAI system built to do a very specific defensive job: search for prompt injection failures before they reach wider deployment. Before we get into it, one practical note about the local workflow on screen. The setup I use is Conductor. It works with the coding agents already in my workflow: Codex, Claude Code, Gemini, Qwen, and more, and it stays fully local. You can find it at conductros.com. Now, back to GPT-Red. OpenAI's announcement calls it an internal automated red teamer. Its focus is prompt injection, the moment an AI agent reads content that looks like ordinary data, but that content tries to become an instruction. That distinction matters because agents increasingly read files, browse pages, call tools, and operate in systems where the next piece of text is not necessarily trustworthy. The task might be simple: summarize a document, check a price, review code. But the document, page, or tool output could contain a conflicting instruction designed to steer the agent away from the user's actual goal. A good defense does not pretend that untrusted content will disappear. It makes the boundary visible. The agent needs to preserve the authority of the real task while treating new content as data to inspect, not as a command to obey. OpenAI says GPT-Red uses self-play. At a high level, one side generates attacks, the other side responds, and the system learns from the failures that are most informative. That is important because it turns red teaming from a collection of isolated tests into a search loop: generate a candidate, observe the result, score the failure, improve the target, and test again. The valuable output is evidence, not a claim that a model is permanently safe. The useful output is a concrete behavior that can be examined: what the agent encountered, what it did next, how reliably the failure happened, and what should be hardened before the next evaluation. OpenAI reports one comparison on an internal mirror of an indirect prompt injection arena. GPT-Red succeeded 84% of the time, while human red teamers reached 13%. That is a striking figure, but the qualifier matters. It is OpenAI's own internal evaluation, not an independent reproduction, and it should be read in that context. So what happens when this moves from a toy prompt to a tool-using agent? The article's core lesson is that the boundary follows the content. A file, a web page, and a tool response can all be places where untrusted material arrives. The defensive question stays the same: can the agent keep the user's real objective in control? OpenAI's Vendy case study gives that question a more realistic shape. It is a simulated agent environment with concrete objectives such as checking a price, placing an order, or canceling one. The point is not that a vending scenario is uniquely important. The point is that realistic tool use reveals failure modes that a plain text benchmark may miss. The source also discusses a live coding agent study. In the published chart, the GPT-Red series reaches more distinct scenario types as test time compute increases than the GPT 5.5 comparison line. Again, that is evaluation evidence from OpenAI, not a live GPT-Red product screen, and not a local run in this video. That distinction is worth holding on to. GPT-Red is still internal. There is no public model, public API, public repository, or public demo to test here. A responsible explainer should say so rather than turning an evaluation graphic into an imaginary product walkthrough. OpenAI's later charts focus on the same goal: make attacks less likely to succeed. The company reports that an early GPT-Red iteration reduced one named robustness evaluation from more than 95% failure to below 10%. It also reports a direct injection failure rate of 0.05% against GPT-Red's own attacks. There is a broader outcome in the article as well. OpenAI reports that GPT 5.6 Sol had 6 times fewer failures than its prior best production model from 4 months earlier, while normal capabilities remained unaffected. Those are ambitious reported results, and the right response is neither blind trust nor dismissal. It is to ask what was measured, who measured it, how close the environment is to the real system, and whether the improvement holds in follow-up testing. The practical takeaway is simpler than the model name. Treat prompt injection as a systems problem. Keep instruction boundaries clear. Test agents where they actually read and act. Capture failures as evidence. Then retest after every hardening step. And if you want a local place to run that discipline across the coding agents you already use, my setup stays fully local with Conductor. Visit conductros.com, and the repository is github.com/sharonik06/conductoross. GPT-Red itself is internal. The habit of measured, source-grounded safety work is something we can use now.